So much your boy Master Amon Harv, and in today's video we're working on the 2004 325 Xi BMW, and we're replacing the Raincowl. It's completely cracked. We got a new one. We're gonna put the new one in. Let's get into it. So as you guys can see, it's completely cracked, deteriorated. The rubber has cracked off entirely. It's really messed up there. And then even where the wiper blades connect into that go around the wiper blade part, you can see here it's also really cracked and deteriorated right there as well. So that's like completely separated. So we got a new one. We're gonna put the new one on in. Got it on Amazon. Once again, all links will be in the video for the parts that I've purchased the Raincowl from. Some videos show you actually removing the whole filter, but you don't have to take this part off. There's torque screws on and everything. You can leave this completely on and actually get this off without having to remove this whole entire piece. So we're gonna go ahead and do it that way, the shortcut way, and give you guys a couple tips and tricks so that you can take this apart and put it back together with no problem. Tools you will need: some painter's tape. You can get a flathead if you want. I highly recommend a pry tool, a plastic one, and a 15 mil socket. This is what you're going to use to take out the nut from the actual wiper blade arm. All right, so here's the new one that I got from Amazon. Pretty much is identical. The design's a little bit different here on the rubber. The plastic part at least is a little bit different. As you can see, the seals are nice and good. Good rubber seals. Measures up to be the exact same. The only thing I didn't notice is that it only has 4 clips on the back versus 7. So it's missing the 2 in the middle and then the 1 in the end. So I'm going to try to reuse the clips from off of the original if they're able to come off intact. But this is pretty much how this looks here. And then the rubber part is kind of this. I got to fix this part, but either back order or they just don't make them anymore. So we're gonna see how this one fits. Hopefully it fits pretty good. I read the reviews, they look pretty good. So what you're gonna do with the blue painter's tape is you're gonna just mark off roughly where your wiper blades sit. So this way when you're putting it back on, you're not trying to guess, you know, what the angle that they were at. You already have like a marker's place you can use to line them back up perfectly. Otherwise you're gonna sit there and be going back and forth all day with this, trying to get them to line up. So it's gonna put them on just like that. Next step is taking these caps off. So mine pretty much just comes straight off because they're kind of old. Just wiggle that one off. We got 1, we got 2, and that's when we use a 15 millimeter nut to take off those 2 nuts. And then get this part out, we're just gonna just wiggle the whole arm, and then this whole piece would come out. There's also a tool you can purchase for it, but if you just take your time and just wiggle this whole unit out, the arm out, that whole piece will come off. And this is the nut that's holding the wiper blades down to the car. It's a little conical design, pushes down on top when the nut screws down. So let me show you actually how I got it out. Okay, it was a little bit tricky for me. Like this, I just wiggled it and pulled up. So I'm wiggling left to right and pulling, creating an upward motion. It will lift off of that conical. The same thing with this side, that far side, I did it like this as well. And I noticed it was easy to get leverage then when the hood was up. So if you're having trouble with the driver's side, put the hood down and try to wiggle it up so you can get more pressure on it, and it should come up without having to use a prior tool. And these were on pretty fucking tight compared to the video that I saw. The dude wiggled it, it came right off. So I had to put a little bit elbow grease, but that's all you really need to do, guys. You don't need to use no prior tools. You can if you want, but you just wiggle it, pull up at the same time as you're wiggling, it'll come right off. So next thing to remove is you want to take out just the top part of this. So there's going to be some little clips here. I'm missing one on the far side. You're going to pull this whole piece out. Okay, that's where your carbon air filter sits if you didn't know that. The next thing you're going to remove is going to be this rubber stripping here. This is going to come off. This is where the actual rain tray is at. I'm going to pull this all the way off. And there's going to be some clips that's going to actually hold this into the body. And you're just going to pull up and pull it out. If you have a plastic trim removal tool, this actually might come in handy for this part. That way so you can just apply even pressure and you're not going to cause more damage to your already possibly damaged Raincowl. And this is going to go behind it like so. There's a little crevice right there, a little crack right there. You're gonna just wedge this in between it. Pry up all the way across the whole entire piece. Now, if you do a pretty good job, you shouldn't have any clips behind. For the most part, we only broke 2 clips. You see ones right there as well. So if you have a pick tool, this is the other tool you may need. You can just use a pick tool and get in behind this and pull them on out. Only other thing I did after I was basically just pushed the clips through. I couldn't get that thing back, guys. I was pushing through the hole. This one you could possibly get to if you pull this piece out. You could probably pull it from behind. But I just took the time to clean up that little area. All right, so we got it back in. The tape definitely does help with getting it back on. The hardest thing was actually just trying to take up the wiper blades. If you wiggle them, you can get them out. And get a trim removal tool, which will save the original clips, so you can reuse those as well. This is the original one. I just want to show you guys something. Now, if you go with the vendor that I went with on Amazon, you want to take up the original clips and reuse them. And then on the replacement one, this piece right here is a little bit loose, so the clips that it comes with, don't use them. Go to BMW, buy their clips, and I would glue them in place, glue them in the center so that they don't slide around. So when you push this whole piece back in, that way you can get a pretty good fit. So in the replacement one, it was a little bit off. I just kind of flipped this over and mashed it on up so that the gasket was pretty much the same. And then this piece on the replacement is 2 parts. So it came apart while this is just 1 piece. So once again, I mean, the quality is obviously not going to be the same as OEM, but the fitment is pretty damn good. So just keep those on mind if you do go with the vendor that I went with. Once again, I'll put the links to all the parts down below. And we hope you guys got some value from the video. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. Until next time, guys, you got my life to live. What are you going to do with it?